Hey, what's up everyone? It's Josh with the Envision vlog. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and let's get started for today. Now, while I tend to try to spread awareness through like giving advice and things like that on this channel, there are times that I like to talk about my own personal experiences as well as kind of, I guess you could say, hot takes and things about things that happen with people with visual impairments. So that is why we are at the desk of discussion today. Even though I'm sitting at this desk with this microphone, you cannot see this desk, but it's all good. So my girlfriend at one point was working as a waitress a couple of months ago. And after she got home from a shift, we had went out to dinner and started having a conversation that quickly turned into a little bit of a disagreement. Mainly because I said something, but she was telling me the story about how she was serving this woman, and in conversation, eventually I came up. Not only did I come up in the conversation, but my visual condition also came up in the conversation. They talked a little bit about it and whatnot, and then the woman said something that when my girlfriend told me about this, I found kind of offensive. You ready to know what she said? "You are such a special person for dating a person with retinitis pigmentosa." Say what? Oh, I was offended by that. Now, a lot of people look at that and think, why is that offensive? She's saying that your girlfriend's special. That's a compliment. And rightfully so. But here's the thing. Oftentimes with dating and relationships, when people find out that I am a visually impaired person, a legally blind person, however you want to spin it, the idea of compliments sometimes take on a totally different meaning. Oftentimes I've met with two types of phrases that oftentimes can push me to the side in what I am capable of doing in a relationship while praising the able-bodied person and putting them on a pedestal. And I've heard it ever since I was diagnosed with my visual impairment. I'm often met with two phrases. The first one is the whole, "You're so special for dating this person with a visual impairment." Where I find fault in that is that, people think that this person could be this amazing, wonderful, great person all because they're dating someone like me. It completely disregards any sort of baggage that the person I'm dating has. It disregards any areas where they're lacking, anything like that. They are automatically this amazing person because they're dating me, who apparently has all the problems because I'm visually impaired. And that stuff can kind of get to you when you hear it all the time, because truthfully, I bring a lot to the table in terms of my education, my work ethic, my commitment to a relationship, my commitment to building with someone. And oftentimes the instant people hear about me having a visual impairment, all those good things about me get chucked out the window to put the person I'm dating on a pedestal, regardless of any sort of baggage or any sort of areas where they lack. The second phrase that I often hear is, "Oh, you're so lucky to have her." The reason I've found a lot of fault and am put off by this phrase is, it's not rooted in the same classic way that you would look at quote-unquote able-bodied couples. "I'm so lucky to have found her. We crossed paths looking at avocados at Trader Joe's." When people drop the, "Oh, you're so lucky," it basically means one thing. You're visually impaired, you found someone, you're lucky that you've convinced them to even date you. And just like the other phrase, that one also discredits the idea that I can bring something to the table, that I am such a burden, or that my condition is so bad that it is sheer luck that someone would even want to date me. And then it also, once again, puts the person that I'm dating on the pedestal. I have to be the lucky one. And it denies the idea that I actually have a choice in who I date, because the options are so slim for me. It states the idea that, I literally have to rely on sheer luck to find someone that I could potentially spend the rest of my life with. When in reality, me being a good person, me bringing stuff to the table in terms of a relationship, and then also me making my own choice to be with a person, have dictated the fact that I can find someone that I can potentially spend my life with. Not luck. And I may sound like I have a chip on my shoulder, but You know, over time I've realized that oftentimes when people say these phrases, it's typically out of ignorance because they don't know about what truly happens in our relationship. But here is the kicker in all of this conversation. The woman who stated this was visually impaired. A visually impaired woman told my girlfriend that my girlfriend was special for dating me, a visually impaired man. When my girlfriend got upset, she felt like I was taking that compliment away from her. And, you know, thinking about it more and more and more, you know, I realized that I kind of did. You know, it's one thing for someone on the outside who isn't visually impaired to say something like that. You know, I can understand how that could be offensive. But when you're a person with a visual impairment and you understand the ups and downs of the relationships, you understand how that visual impairment can get in the way, and then you understand, you know, how visually impaired people can be, you know, I can understand why people may think that my girlfriend is special. And, you know, I think about maybe this woman has experienced things differently than I have. You know, she's a little bit older, probably has a little bit more life experiences with visual impairments, and so in those experiences, you know, maybe she sees something in my girlfriend that is special because she is dating me. You know, to me, my girlfriend is special not because she's dating me, but for all the little things that make her her. And so I just wanted to take that time just to kind of talk a little bit about that. So that's going to be it for the video today at this desk of discussion. You know, I really want to know down in the comments what you guys thought of the video, whether you agree with me, whether you disagree. And plus, I also want to know your own experiences regarding this type of language, because I understand that I'm not the only person who's experienced it, and I know it's not specifically limited to people with visual impairment. You know, this affects people of all different disabilities, so please, let's start a conversation down in the comments. And of course, I always want you guys to give this video a nice thumbs up, and please subscribe, and as always, share this video. Thank you guys for watching. This is Josh with the Envision vlog, signing off.